Cryptopapa.
Everybody watching this video, welcome back to Cryptopapa, where crypto is hard, but Papa makes it easy. My name is Conan. Welcome back to another video of this channel, and this is where we talk about anything that relates to crypto, regardless of news, and also some of the signals that our backend team they are specialized in, in technical analysis. They are finding opportunity for us, and we wanted to share it with you so that you can earn as much as we do on the daily basis. So this is not a financial advice, so please do your own risk management and also your due diligence. And before we begin, please help us to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And now we jump into the market. So before we really jump into the market, there's something that I would like to announce to you is that we in these recent days of trading, you need to really be cautious on the market, because there is a FOMC meeting, the Federal Reserve. They are having a meeting for a continuous 3 days from the 29th of July and today's and also tomorrow. So it will be a very volatile market, and the market will start to be, a little bit panic, and also all the retail investors will start to shaken a little bit. So the market will be really unstable for the moment. So until the market has been fully recovered, we need to be really alert on every trading that we are entering. So let's jump into the first Bitcoin of today, Bitcoin's USDT. This is a bullish looking of this is what we call the bad harmonic pattern. And for the current Fibonacci retracement, this is just perfectly set up from the point of X, A, B, and C. We are waiting for the candlestick. If the candles, if they are following our prediction, it should be going down to the D point where it lays on the 115,000 area. So why? If we are looking at the liquidation heat map, this is the BTC versus USDT 24 hours chart. By looking at the chart, this is a super chart where a lot of short positions are placing on this very yellow highlights area at 118,000. So by judging through this chart, we can precisely predict for the next movement of the chart. It should be going to approach to the upside first to hunt down all the liquidity, all the short position before it will eventually diving to the bottom to further grabbing the downside liquidity at 116,000. So by changing back to this chart, we can assume that for the next trending of the candlestick, it should be going to the upside just a little bit before it hunts down to the downside. So if we are drawing the Fibonacci retracement, this is the pivotal area, the most important, the 61.8 golden value, where the current candlestick should be going to do a little bit of challenging to try to break down all the way to the downside. And this could sums up our so-called bullish bad harmonic pattern, where the D lies on this area. So whenever the candlestick has been successfully breaks through this area, we should further seeing the candlestick should be going all the way to somewhere around here. So we stay tuned for the BTC and we move on to the BTC dominance. So wow, you see dominance has just flying to the sky. Look at this. Okay, so we remove the Fibonacci. Let's looking by the large chart. This is the 1 hour time frame, and as you can see, there are two sloping either we can call it as a double round the bottom, or even we can call it as a double reversal bottom, where it has yet to fully structure. So we can assume that for the following market, the BTC dominance will be either continuously going to the upside to touch the 62.5% area, which is the golden value, the 61.8%. So subsequently, this could be, really affected the entire crypto market, especially when the altcoins are moving inversely as the BTC dominance. So whenever the BTC dominance are going up, it should be going on the another side of direction for the altcoins. So this might be quite a rough route. So this could be quite a bad news for the entire market. But let's not afraid, because we are seeing a very healthy correction at this moment, because the market needs to cool off. It has been ongoing, you see, from all the way, dropping sharply all the way to the 60%. It should have been doing a round of correction and followed by another round of correction. So hopefully it will get rejected somewhere around here, and we could see another sloping to the downfall of the Bitcoin dominance. We could be a beneficial factors for the coming days of the altcoins. So the first signal that we are giving away is the cross USDT. This is a perfectly decent shrinking chart where we could see a two nice halving of the contraction are still ongoing. But I had drawn a little rectangles over here. This is the OB, the order blocks area, where a lot of cash, a lot of positions are placing at this area. So whenever the candlestick are dropping, it should be immediately flipping back to the upside, because the entries serve as the crucial resistance or the support where people are waiting for either to break up or to continuously falling down. But in this case, we are looking bullish, so we are still waiting for cross to accumulate more power until the very edge of the triangle, and we could see it will soon going to have a breakout. So we stay tuned for the cross USDT. Next one, let's do a recap on the previous video. We mentioned about bio USDT, and it has since already been broken off the upside, the entries area, and it has eventually goes back all the way back to this particular area, and it's still doing another round of accumulation. So there's something that I wanted to notify everybody when you are doing a daily open positioning, because whenever you have opened any position, please remember to always move your SL to the upside whenever you are start to profiting in the trade. This is one of the main reasons in trading, because you need to protect your own capital. You need to really prioritize your risk over your profit in order to have a longer journey in the tradings. Like, you need to prioritize your capital, you need to protect. So whenever you got the entries ready and you are enter any position, so when the candlestick start to climbs up to each and every TP on the upside, you can then move up your SL to the top. So in this case, for bio, it got rejected badly at the second TP because this served as a very strong resistance area, and then it got rejected and following by a sharp decline all the way back to this area, and now currently are doing another round of the little triangle over here, as we can draw it in this way. From another indicator, we can use MACD or even the Stoch RSI. So for the MACD, it is still showing a sign of a bearish situation. We need to wait for cross to have a golden cross in order to have the color to flip back from red to green to show a sign of a bullish. So we have to wait for more consolidation before we are ready. So if you are still have not entered any position, you can wait for another breakout on this area, maybe around this or the first TP area, and only then you can just enter the position. So moving on to the next, the Saros. This is somewhat quite a repetitive structure, just like the one on the cross, where it has risen to a certain level and it starts to drop all the way and to do another ranging. The longer the ranging, the more powerful once it got broken off, and it will unleash a greater force through the upside to hunt even higher taking profits area. So in this case, we can use the 1-to-1 ratio. So this is how I do it. We can draw a trend line from the top all the way to the lower wick over here, and you pull to whenever the candlestick starts to break out. So for example, when the candlestick are breaking off at this area, we can use the 1-to-1 ratio of profit taking to grab the upside of the liquidity over here, the profit over here. But let's not be greedy. So we are putting the first TP just around this area, because eventually it will go up to challenge this strong resistance area before we even see the more TP on the upside. So we wait for the candlestick to break off before you place in the position. Moving next is the AXR. AXR, you see, okay, as for the market, it tends to move very fast, so we need to frequent to adjusting the entire structure, because we need to keep on changing so that we know how is the direction we'll be going. So in this case, this is another, another pretty much a ladder of downside. So we wait for the contraction to really accumulate at some point, so it will unleash the force and we will see the candle will start to skyrocket to the top. So moving on to the Ethereum. This is one of the large cap, one of the most important crypto in the market. So this is the rising wedge where you see is going to rebound ups and down into a tighter channel. So usually for the rising wedge, we are predicting with a 68% of a declining rate, where let me just show you So for the current situation, we can presume that for the next movement of the Ethereum, it should be going to test another resistance and bounce and repeating until it reach the 4000s area, because the 4000 serve as a very strong walls of defense, whether the Ethereum will be going up or either will be going down. So 68% of going down and 32% of going up. On the fundamental side, Ethereum getting a lot of collaboration on the project side, so it should be, I'm one of the devoter as well. I support Ethereum, and of course on the technical side, this is the rising wedge. There are highly chances that the Ethereum will be going down, but otherwise it should be breaking out. We should be testing the 4000s mark area before we will see more momentum start to kick in, and that's where we see the Ethereum will start to going to the upside. So when the Ethereum are fully going, it should be a devastating strong force of the candlestick, and the next target should be the 4500 and all the way to the 5000s area. So we stay tuned, and we are still waiting for the market to recover, so we don't place any trade at this moment for Ethereum. So next one will be the XRP. So XRP just broken off this area. We need to adjust for the current XRP situation, since it has been a bullish rally all the way from 2.3 for the past month to the current all-time high at $3.6 and dropping to the $3, and this is another ranging, another momentum building where it needs more power, it needs more liquidity in order to push the current state of the price value action to the upside. So this is still a bullish sentiment in this case, and hopefully the market, once the market are recover, once the XRP engine has been fully cooling off, when the bargaining has been stepping in, we could see a more potential buying side will be start to pressuring over the selling side, and that's where we can see a strong momentum will once again taking over on the XRP. So the final TRX, this is the king, I mean the mega signal that we have been mentioning over the past video. This is one of the biggest, I mean one kind of mega signals that we are predicting for the TRX. Why? Let's zooming out through the chart. This is a parabolic structure where the candlestick are starting to building up each layer by layer, and it has keeps on climbing through the upside. For a potential parabolic curve, it should have at least a 5 base. So currently it is doing another round of the accumulation, a very strong one. If we are zooming in, you see it should be going to touch, maybe it should be going to touch over here or to do another ranging before we could see another strong bullish momentum will start to push all the way to the upper side. And this could be a very strong potential crypto, as TRX is one of the large cap in the industry, and keeping a close eye on this one. And TRX is always, it's always better than a lot of altcoins for now, for the current moment, because the altcoin has yet to begin, and for the current liquidity, for the current money, most of the money has been channeling into the ETH at this moment. So we could see ETH, the Ethereum, will be continuously going up to challenge the 4000s marking area, and after the ETH, all the money will start to flow into the top 50 large cap, just like the XRP, the TRX, and many more, or even the Solana, Cardano. And at the end, all this money will distributed into the altcoins market, and that's where we are waiting eagerly, which is the altcoin season. It's going to take a little bit of time. We need to build a strong momentum in order to make sure that the alt season can be last for a long period of time. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you like this, and please help us to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I hope you get rich, and I will see you on the next video.
Where crypto is hard, but Papa makes it easy.